This is a great story. It comes from the journal of Thomas Baskerville, who was a travelling gentleman, and he arrived in Northampton a matter of days after the Great Four of Northampton, which took out about 80% of the town, and it did take out all the pubs bar one. And this was right in the middle. And it was a pub called, appropriately, The Last. Now, Northampton had a reputation for making shoes and boots even in those days, and the last meant a shoemaker's last. So it was a shoemaker's last hanging above the door. And Thomas Baskerville looked at this building, this devastation all around him, and he saw that this one timber-framed building had survived the fire. And he just couldn't work it out. And so he knocked on the door, opened it, went inside, found the innkeeper inside, or the landlord inside with his leather apron on, and he said, I have to ask you, how has this building survived the fire when everything else around it has destroyed? Anyway, apparently when the fire broke out, the landlord said that all the drinkers in there decided they're going to go home and rescue their own homes, or they're going to stay and collectively try and preserve the pub. And being good drinkers, they decided to preserve their pub. They hauled all the barrels of ale or beer, by 1675 it would have been beer more likely, up onto the roof of the building, and they slowly poured the beer down the outside of the building to keep it cool throughout the fire. It was a huge risk if you think about it, but they saved the building in this way, and I put it in the book. It's probably the greater moment in the annals of British firefighting. The members of a pub decide to fight fire with beer and win.